I want to preface this also by saying I'm not calling out or canceling Kurtis Connor, and this video is not even about him as a person. I enjoy the guy's videos for the most part. They aren't the most intellectually stimulating things on earth, obviously, but when I just want dumb fun from a guy who I know isn't an asshole, he's easy to turn to for that. First of all, if you don't know him, I want to give as much credit to Kurtis Connor as I can, because I think he's much more important to the face of this platform than even he realizes. He, or at the very least the image of himself he wishes to project, is a feminist who supports women, people of color, gay people, trans people, etc. And it's honestly very refreshing to have that type of person making popular content on a platform that has become basically overrun with white nationalists. But I digress. This kind of stuff is what makes Kurtis Connor videos, by comparison, kind of comforting to watch, and why he represents what a positive future for this platform could be. Though most of his videos aren't about politics or identity one way or another, I don't have to guess at the true intentions behind his words or wonder if I'm supporting someone who would leave a trans woman to die in a river if it meant keeping his shoes dry, because he has on several occasions made a point of just expressing that he wouldn't, and that he thinks oppressed groups should be treated with basic decency at least. So far, condemnation of that hatred from popular content creators only exists in very, very limited capacities, and Kurtis Connor is one example of a creator who exists in those very limited capacities. Even in his main source of income, in the content that he is most known for and that his popularity comes from, his YouTube videos, Kurtis Connor, though he doesn't frequently make a point of doing so, is not afraid to unashamedly denounce or call out even relatively tame displays of bigotry. And just as important, this aspect of him is not something that can be easily overlooked or forgotten, even if you watch only his videos semi-consistently and don't care about his personality outside of YouTube. You don't have to scrounge through year-old tweets to find that he retweeted a trans rights edit of Kirby once, or said that he isn't sure he vibes with racists, while he still easily profits from the support of bigots who don't follow him on Twitter, because he has made it very clear, in no uncertain terms, that he does not accept the ideology of awful people, and plenty of his content stems directly from this fact. It's not super easy to get everything 100% right as you start to open yourself up to a conversation about basically anything new, or even if you're just starting to have that conversation on a larger scale than you had been before, and that's exactly what Kurtis Connor has been doing more and more with his channel lately. As I said before, he's not really shied away from pointing out some harmful trends when he happens to notice them in individual people or videos for a decent amount of time. It was very refreshing for him to take actual extra time to bring up this TikToker's transphobia, for example, and treat it with the same importance as the TikToker's homophobia and misogyny. Kurtis Connor, who I genuinely believe actually had the best intentions when making this video. That's not to say he just secretly hates women. I don't think this is all a ploy for him to get laid, obviously, and he's probably coming from a place of good intention. Not because I think he's secretly a bad person, and I'm sure Kurtis Connor recognizes this too on some level, because I can't imagine him making a video called "Women Are Terrible." I understand that this video might seem nitpicky, and in general I really do like Kurtis Connor from what I know about him as a person. Kurtis, once again, I don't think you're a bad person.